Okay. All right. I put the link in the. Okay, I'm going live again. By the way, hi guys. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I put the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat. So Spider-Man Unknown. Uh, the link in the chat. So there we go. Um, all right. Okay. You see the link? Cool, man. So click join. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, it's weird meeting you in person, not gonna lie.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap.
It's like, how'd you get it to work? It's like I
I I
tried and it's
I scheduled a link. I scheduled a stream, and I went to the chat and I put the link in the chat.
oh, all right. Okay, so next time I'm gonna plan on doing that because I was thinking like, all right, maybe I'll do like a DCEU discussion since I just finished binge watching the entire DCEU to see if it holds up after the Flash movie.
Uh huh.
Okay, in my opinion, so there's 15 movies, well, 14 if you discount Peacemaker since Peacemaker is the only show in that universe.
Yeah.
So 15 movies, in my opinion, I only liked 7 of them.
7 of them.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm not. I don't really. I don't watch too many DC. I never watch too many of the DCEU movies. So like, I apologize for that. I don't really know much about it.
it's fine. You're not really missing out. I recommend you probably start with the new James Gunn Superman movie that's coming out like in a couple years.
Yeah, and I've even been saying this too. If they're doing a new Superman movie, they gotta have the John Williams theme for the main theme.
Yeah, it's iconic. Like
Yeah, like come on, they gotta have it. That's gotta be the that's Superman's. Like, come on, dude. Why would they not have that?
I know they even used it for the end of Black Adam when Superman showed up.
Yeah, they even teased that. I heard that.
I know it's like they were setting up I think they were setting up for a Superman Black Adam film.
Because and even um uh can you tell me his name again? The Superman
Henry
actor,
Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill. Yeah, he put out a video saying announcing that he was back as Superman.
I know it's like he was so passionate about it, and he's a really big fan of Superman.
I
And it's
know.
like it's devastating, but I think it's kind of time to move on. The fans to move on because there's some people not praising the new actor. It's like it's not his fault.
I know it's not his fault.
It's like he's just a new guy. Like people are saying, like, oh, he's like too skinny. It's like, guys, he has to get in shape. Like Cavill
Yeah,
was.
I know. Like, come on now, guys. Like, come on. What people always jump to conclusions and immediately start criticizing
I
something
know
that
it's
they.
like I think these are the same people who criticized Robert Pattinson's Batman, like before even the movie even came out, like when he was confirmed as Batman. Like, yeah, I was a little worried because I'm like, really him? But then I saw the movie and I'm like, oh my god, he's probably my second favorite Batman actor.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Yeah, that movie was good, dude.
Yeah, I am a little disappointed that Robert Pattinson is not the Batman of the new universe. Instead, they're getting another actor.
Yeah,
But hey,
yeah,
at least they're continuing that universe. The Batman
yeah.
universe has its own separate continuity. Same for the Joker films.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I like that they're doing their own separate continuity. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that Beyond the Spider Verse is getting delayed.
Well, it hasn't been delayed yet. It was just a rumor it's
Oh,
a rumor that it might get delayed.
oh,
It hasn't been delayed yet.
so
At
there's a
least
possibility we'll still see it next year.
maybe, hopefully, but you know
Yeah,
we
hopefully,
only got like a few more months to go.
because
Like,
that was a. I think, in my opinion, that was a better cliffhanger than Infinity War.
yeah. Hey,
Because, like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I was gonna say something, but then you were talking, so I was, you know,
Like, yeah, Infinity War's cliffhanger was good, but I felt like, you kind of knew they're all gonna come back.
yeah. I remember that. I remember Infinity War when everyone got turned into dust and stuff, and everyone was really sad. That was kind of sad.
Yeah. Even if, like, Tom Holland's not my favorite Spider-Man, I kinda did almost cry, and I'm like, "No, no, not Spider-Man."
Yeah, me and my mom and I, we love Tom Holland Spider Man.
Yeah, like, I know I wasn't really I'm not really a fan of Homecoming: Far From Home, but, like,
Yeah,
I think Tom's a good Spider-Man. It's like, I don't
for
hate
real,
him
he
as an
fits the role
actor.
perfectly.
It's like same thing with Ben Affleck's Batman. I don't hate him as Batman, it's just the writing he's given.
Oh, my mom and dad did not like his Batman.
Yeah, there are moments in BVS and his cameo in Suicide Squad that kind of make him not a very good Batman.
Well, the,
And
the reason why the reason why my mom and dad didn't like him as Batman is because if they told me that my mom told me that for instance it didn't look like that he could fit in the suit. It looked like he couldn't walk in the suit.
oof.
His suit was like too big on him. She said.
Yeah, some people gave him the nickname Batfleck rhymes with Fat Fleck. That's what people call him sometimes. And I'm like,
What,
I
what,
don't
what,
really
what do people call him? What do people call him?
you've heard of the Nick. Sorry, I'm stuttering so much. I stutter a lot.
No, it's okay. You hear me? I hear me voice cracking right now. I still have puberty.
Yeah, it's like I'm going through puberty as well.
Yeah,
It's like you can tell in my reviews I stutter a lot. Like I don't have everything written down. I just,
yeah.
I know what I'm
Like,
saying as I'm
like,
saying it.
you just like let it go. I guess you just like talk and whatever comes to mind first is what you say. I guess.
Yeah, I'm surprised I remember a lot.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I have a PS5 now. You have no idea.
Yeah, I have one too. I just never turned it on yet because I still want to revisit some of my Xbox 360 games before I unplug it because I have let's see here, one, two, three, 5 consoles, including the PS5.
Yeah,
So I was like, I got to unplug one, so I'm going with the Xbox 360 since I haven't even played some of my PS2 games yet. So it's like I still want to play some of my PS2 games.
yeah. I know. You gotta go back to nostalgia.
Yeah. Also, because I want to do it before Spider-Man 2 comes out because I want to get the remaster because that one's canon. I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like deleting any of my save files for Miles Morales or
I
the
know,
original
like,
PS4.
I've been like I've been replaying Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Yeah, I've been replaying those two games, so that way I can get prepared for Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, like I'm excited for that game. Like I love the black suit look.
I'm hyped, dude. You have no idea. I swear, when I was watching that review, like I watched it live when it happened, and I was freaking out. Like I was anticipating it. And whenever I saw Craven, I was like, wait a minute, this is Marvel Spider-Man 2. That this is it. This is it.
Yeah, Craven looks dope.
He looks
Um,
fucking sick, man.
the lizard design, in my opinion, looks weird, but I think it's like who knows? Maybe it's mutated. They did some kind of weird Spider-Man movie game type thing.
Yeah.
That's where I'm thinking what happens because that's the only thing I could get.
I'm just hyped. I'm just hyped. I'm just hyped to see the lizard. And to see the lizard as a villain in a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, me too. Because they did tease Dr. Connors at the end of Miles Morales.
Yeah. They saw him. That he was teased and stuff. I just didn't think he would become lizard in this game, but he is.
I kind of had a theory that he become Lizard. I like the villains that I theorized before they even confirmed it. I already knew it was Venom. I forgot the guy's name, but he does these rewrites and sometimes pre-writes. He did a pre-write for Marvel Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
and
Give me one second. I'm gonna try plugging in my headset. Okay.
all right, I
Okay.
got my
Hold on.
earbuds too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay, perfect, awesome.
So
This
like,
tablet, I use this tablet, to make all my videos on.
yeah, I use my phone. It's like I don't have a computer set. And like I could record footage, screen record it, but it's like I'm worried of getting copyrighted because I don't know how it works because like I don't want the
I
video
just get,
taken down.
the Spider-Man main titles videos and like the soundtracks and all that stuff I've been making. Though those videos only get copyright claimed.
Yeah. It's like
It's not like it doesn't do anything to your channel. It's just a claim.
yeah, it's weird and stuff.
Yeah. And back when the Spider-Man Lotus, like I talked to this about you. I talked about this in the chat while you were streaming one time. When the Spider-Man Lotus VFX video came out, I screen recorded it and put it on YouTube because I was like, oh, this is dope. That it's gone viral, so I just want to put it on YouTube. And the creator of the video, the guy who did the VFX, copyright striked my video.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm. But like,
so now I have one copyright strike on my channel.
dang, that sucks. Like, I
Dude,
don't know if I
that's
ever got a copyright strike.
I hope you haven't.
Yeah,
Just don't do that again. Just don't do it. Yeah, I'm very cautious about trying not to put things on YouTube that I know will freaking get me striked and out of here.
yeah. Sometimes when I do show a clip of screen recording clip from a movie, like mainly a DC film, like I showed
Yeah,
a clip in Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
I had to make it black and white in order for it to not get copyrighted. Then again,
Yeah,
like Zack Snyder loves black and white because he made the Snyder Cut has a black and white version, which I saw, which is pretty cool. But like, I prefer the color version.
yeah. Zack Snyder. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about because I don't really know much about what you're talking about sometimes.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm not being rude. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I could tell you, like, we both love Spider Man.
Yeah, I love Spider-Man so much.
Yeah,
I
and
do.
speaking of
Speaking
Spider
of,
Man, Sorry, I thought you were speaking for a moment. I think it was my microphone going into like, and I heard from there. I'm not sure.
yeah,
This is like my first ever collab.
I know. I'm collabing with you, bro.
I know, it's like I never
And
thought it'd be in a collab.
yeah, we're just this is basically a podcast now. So yeah,
Yeah, it's like we should tell Mason like, hey Mason, like we have a podcast now.
yeah, yeah. Speaking of about Amazing Super Mike, you know. I like now. This is not like I'm not like being rude or anything. This is not like a bash towards him,
No, of
but
course not.
I like his videos. I do. It's just his opinions I do not agree with. Some of his opinions I don't agree with.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
there's
things I
some
don't.
things I don't.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah, there's
things
some
I
things I
don't agree
don't
with
agree
him,
with
but
him,
like
but like,
I agree with him most of the time.
oh wait, yeah, your mic cut off for a second.
Oh, sorry. So like, um, I disagree with his opinion on the Spider Verse movies and the Batman. That's usually
Yeah,
that's really the only things I disagree with him on. Everything else I pretty much agree with. But like,
yeah,
yeah, we have small arguments on the best Spider-Man game. But like,
yeah,
yeah, there's some things we agree on, disagree on. But it's like, it was never much where I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like a big disagreement. It's like, it's a
yeah.
kind of like whatever.
And
But like,
how I even I'm sorry to interrupt you.
it's
I
fun.
watched this video of when Marvel Spider-Man 2 got like when the reveal trailer for Marvel Spider-Man 2 came out during the patient showcase. He said that he doesn't want to he probably won't play it because Miles Morales is in it.
Yeah, he does not like the Miles Morales character.
I know he does not like him.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like I probably speaking of that, like I hate when he made his Miles Morales video hating on it, not because he hates it, only because I feel like people were thinking he was racist. Like he's not
Yeah.
racist for disliking a black character.
Yeah, I sometimes have that in my head too, but that's just in my head. I don't necessarily. I need to like stop myself and just like, dude, it's a character. People don't like a character. Like, you know what I mean?
I
I
know.
know.
It's like, so what if I didn't like Cat Spider Man? Am I cat phobic?
Yeah, like that's yeah. Or what if in Spider-Man Miles Morales, if you didn't like if you didn't like the cat suit in that game, if you didn't like it because there was a cat in it.
I know. Um yeah, like what if it's across Spider Verse when he said chai tea, like what, does that make him racist?
I have no idea what that means, really.
Yeah, chai means tea. You're saying
Oh,
tea.
Chinese tea, yeah. Dude, that guy was funny. He was so
Yeah,
funny.
and the guy voicing the Indian Spider-Man, he actually plays the taxi driver in the Deadpool
Yeah,
films.
yeah, yeah. I saw that. I saw that.
That blew me away, and I'm like, yeah, now I'm like, yeah, I hear that. It's like, wow, I was blown away by that because like I don't really pay attention to the credits in superhero movies. It's like, come on, get to the after credits.
Yeah. Well, wait,
Especially,
was that was in the Deadpool movie? Was that the end credits for the Deadpool movie? Was him being the taxi driver?
Oh no, it's like he's the taxi driver in Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 and possibly
Yeah,
coming in Deadpool 3.
yeah.
What do you think of Wolverine's new costume?
What I think Wolverine's look. Yeah, I saw the set photos. Dude, look, he looks fire, dude.
Yeah, it
He looks
looks
fire.
dope. There are probably some
Yeah.
people complain about, oh, he has sleeves and he has no max.
There's always people complaining. No, don't pay attention to those people. There's
I
always people
know that
complaining about
that
something.
annoys me. It's like even when I enjoy something, like when I'm watching something, I'm like, wow, this is so good. Then I always remember that there are people who hate it.
Dude, listen, to those people, if you don't like something, then don't watch it. Then if you're not gonna like it, you know what I mean?
I know. It's like when someone hates majority of superhero movies, it's like, why are you still watching these movies?
Yeah, if you don't like, if you never liked them in the first place, then why are you still watching them?
Like there was this guy responding to his videos on Across the Spider because I just found his opinion really bad, like just horrendous. I don't know if
Oh
you
yeah,
saw it.
yeah. Oh wait,
Like,
wasn't it that one guy? No, wasn't it? There was a kid, and then there was a guy that you were talking about.
yeah, like those reviews were just awful. Like,
Yeah, and I couldn't even hear the first kid, the kid that you were talking about in the video. He was like recording on his phone. I think he was screen recording.
yeah,
It's almost like he went on Google and he searched up a picture, or he downloaded a picture of Spider
or
Verse
he like
Across
just
Spider Verse, and he screen recorded the picture and just talked over it, and like the audio was just all he kept on the phone, his phone that he was recording on kept on like it was like muffled.
yeah, like I understand. Like, okay, he doesn't have the equipment like that. I can let slide. But it's like the
Yeah,
problem with that review is that he didn't see the movie.
yeah. He did not see he didn't see the movie at all.
It's like
Like
you
for
can't
real.
review something you did not see. That's like if I reviewed Fan Four Stick. I've never seen the movie. Oh, I've seen YouTube
Yeah,
videos of it, so I can review it. It's
yeah.
like that's why I didn't revisit the Flash movie. It's like, oh, like if I was revisiting it now, I would just talk about what I remember from it. And rewatching the DCU, I remember a lot of it, and I remember it being awful. Like I hated the Flash movie.
Yeah. I still haven't seen it. I was like, I thought it looked cool. I mean, I'm saying I thought it looked cool, but knowing that all the stuff that Ezra Miller did is just
Yeah,
not cool.
yeah, like the whole superhero fatigue thing. Like I agree with Mace Mike when he
What
made that
is
video.
can you describe to me what superhero fatigue is? Because I'm not really
I
familiar
think
with
it's when
that.
people are like getting tired of superhero movies,
Oh,
and it's like at first I was kind of believing that, but then I saw Mike's video and I'm like, yeah, he's right because Across the Spider Verse is doing very well at the box office.
yeah. He even mentioned that too. He for the first time he actually didn't. I thought he was gonna like say something bad about it or something. I don't know if he saw it or not,
No, he
but.
didn't. He doesn't have
No,
plans to see it.
no, of course not. he he did say one positive thing, and that was that it's grown at the box office. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the reason the Flash movie is failing is not because people are. The reason the Flash movie is failing is not because people are tired of superhero movies. It's because
No,
the things
it's
Ezra
because
Miller did.
it's because of Ezra Miller.
It's like with like people say James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is like one of the best DCU films, but he'd be like, oh, but it's a massive flop. And the reason that movie flopped is because it had an HBO Max release the same time it was also in the theater, and people rather see it on HBO Max because they're at home
Yeah,
watching it. So it's like
yeah,
that's why that flopped. For Black Adam, no idea why. I guess because people didn't really want to see Black Adam. For Shazam, it's like okay, like they kind of announced that the DCU is over, so it's like, what's the point of watching a sequel that just feels safe? But like, I rewatched Shazam 2 today, and it's not as bad as people say it is. It's like it's not as good as the first movie, but it's still good.
yeah,
Like the Shazam movies have heart and passion put into it. Like
yeah.
they made Shazam better than Superman that universe. But back to Spider-Man Lotus. So Spider-Man Lotus is coming out August 10th. I'm excited for it.
Me too. Me too.
Like, despite the
Dude,
controversy,
they literally like I'm sorry to interrupt you
it's
again.
okay.
I was They're literally having a red carpet premiere in Los Angeles for the movie.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. This is like the biggest fan film to ever come out. I think it's like the
I
most high budget fan film.
I know dude. The money grew back when Spider-Man Lois was like back when the controversy first started. The budget literally got to over the budget literally got up to $100,000.
Dang. It's
Dude.
like, and I remember I seen the Cuban Crusher make a short scene like, "Oh, who the fuck cares about this
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah,
fan
I
film?"
know, I know. Who the actual fuck cares about the Spider-Man fan film? There's a bunch of little nerds donating to this fan.
It's like I love watching his videos, but like that was probably one of the worst videos I've seen. It's like, dude, like plenty of people were praising this fan film.
I don't know if I really like his videos that much because he's basically he loves making fun of people. He really does.
Yeah, he's just
That's
joking
kind of like
around.
his
He just
yeah
jokes around. He's like the whole "sup nerd." It's like he doesn't
yeah
say
so
like he acts like the real life Flash Thompson.
yeah.
So yeah, the Spider-Man Lotus suit looks absolutely gorgeous.
It does. Oh my lord, that looks sick. I can't. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that looks amazing,
it looks amazing. Like I'm excited for
dude.
it. Like I've never been so excited for a fan film.
I
It's like
know.
usually I just don't care for them because like oh they're low budget, they don't really matter.
I know.
But like
But
this one, it's like
yeah,
it
yeah.
feels like a real movie.
Yeah, I know. It literally feels like a Hollywood movie. Have you seen the fan film, Spider-Man fan film, by Corridor Digital called Cake Day?
No,
No,
but oh
you
sorry, I
haven't,
thought you were talking. No,
dude. Go. That one literally looks like a Hollywood movie. If that one looks like a Hollywood movie too. It's basically it's Spider-Man set in the 1960s New York,
hmm.
and the CGI. Oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous. You should really go check it out.
Wow, I'm surprised. I mean, there's another Spider-Man fan film coming out called Spider-Man Convergence,
Yeah, Spider-Man Conversions. Yeah, that one's
which
good.
that suit looks even more beautiful.
I know that looks gorgeous. Like what the frick, dude? I really, man, I'm planning on getting like I'm planning on getting a Spider-Man Sam Raimi suit. Like ordering it, once we have money and stuff. We're kind of we can't really afford it right now, but hopefully I
Yeah.
can get a suit for. I'm hoping that I'm hoping to get like my face shell, like my mask face shell from Etsy because on Etsy they have a Raimi replica face shell,
Y-
with the lenses and everything.
Yeah, when people have those Raimi suits on YouTube and it's like almost an exact
Yeah,
replica.
like
Like,
and like I literally been seeing like on Instagram like the people on pictures and stuff, and I'm like, dude, how do people get this stuff? Like, really?
yeah, I remember when I was very young, like probably still in elementary, and I saw a video like that, and I'm like, I actually thought as a little kid that they got the actual suit from the movie because it looks so
Wait,
legit.
you saw it? Wait, what are you talking about?
Uh, when I was very little, like probably in elementary or yeah, in elementary, I saw a video
Yeah,
of someone having almost an exact replica of the Raimi Spider-Man suit, and I thought they got the exact suit.
yeah. There was a time I heard that there was a time back when Spider-Man the first one was being developed, and someone they made this the costume people they when they made the
Someone stole
suits,
it.
yes, one of them got stolen,
I
and
wonder how
the
that
people.
happened.
Yeah, I don't. How did someone sneak on set? Like, did someone like sneak on set or whatever?
Yeah, maybe it was someone on set and they just wanted one of the costumes because it looks so
Yeah,
good.
and yeah, I get it. I would kill to have that thing. Wear it. I would kill to
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when
and
you learn about the concept designs for the suit, especially the ones that were made.
yeah,
I
there
think
was. Yeah, there was like I even saw some of the concept designs. There was a concept art for the Green Goblin for what the Green Goblin was gonna look like, and it
yeah, I've
looked
seen
more.
all of it.
It kind of looked like from the one I seen, it looked more like an actual goblin mask.
Yeah, like that should have been the movie, but like man, the history behind the Raimi films is just so interesting, especially the alternate ending for Spider-Man
Yeah,
3. It's like, did
yeah,
they actually film that or was it just like I'm so confused like cuz I hope they filmed that and we could see it eventually someday.
yeah. And even there's even in Spider-Man 3, there's like a bunch of new stuff that never made it into Spider-Man 3, such as there was gonna be an alternative opening for the movie.
Yeah, it's like But it's like they wanted a more happier opening after Spider-Man 2 had a sort
Did
of a
wait? Did
happy
you?
ending.
Yeah, did you see the video that Channel Pup made?
Um, no, I got it from someone else. I don't remember
Oh,
who though.
okay. Well, like the end credit, the openings, the main titles for the movie was going to look. It's on this website, this guy's website called Hebok Lee, and he makes like concept arts for opening credits for movies, and
Hmm.
he worked on Spider-Man 3, and
Wow.
it showed a bunch of screenshots for his idea for what what he wanted the main titles to look like for Spider-Man 3, and the main titles it wasn't gonna look blue. It wasn't gonna look blue. It was actually gonna look like Venom themed, like black and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were going with. I thought that's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. It wouldn't. I mean, yeah. Even for what we got, what we got now, for what we got in the Spider-Man 3, like main titles for what the final version was, it's cool and all that. But I can't necessarily say that it looks better because we haven't seen it in motion or anything like that. So I can't necessarily say that it looks better. But in a certain perspective, I might like it a little bit more than the one we got.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, so back to the fan film thing. So like, I've never really seen fan films feel like, oh, they feel like a real comic book movie or just a movie itself. Like the best descriptions is pretty much the fan films I reviewed, which was the Bad and the Sun Batman movies and the Marvel Zombies
Yeah.
fan film.
Yeah,
Like the Bad and the
those are really good.
like all the Bad and the Sun Batman movies, like Patient J, Batman Dark Justice, Batman Dying as Z, Batman City of Scars, and Seat of Arkham.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like, yeah, those are how many movies I counted?
Wait. Say those again. I'll account for you.
Yeah, let me start over. So the fan films I review and pretty much the ones I consider like real fan films. Um, and this is not just Bad and the Sun Batman movies, but half of them are. There's
Yeah,
let me remember. There's
yeah,
Patient J, Batman Dark Justice, Batman City of Scars. I believe that's what it's called, City of Scars.
yeah. City of
Um,
Scars,
Batman
Dying
Seat
is
of
easy.
Arkham, Dying
Seat
is
of
Easy,
Arkham.
Marvel Zombies the movie, and the Batman vs Predator fan film.
So that's seven fan films,
Yeah,
I think.
they're the
Yeah,
only fan films I've seen, and my favorite one, I've only considered one Marvel fan film a real fan or feels like a movie because like that little, it's like a 2 minute fan film, but it's so cool though.
yeah. And did you see Did you see it in that shot where Batman was like walking through the asylum and stuff, and the camera was like panning behind him?
Yeah, the Dying is Easy Batman fan film was definitely the best looking, or actually no, City of Scars was my favorite Batman fan film. Probably my yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like
But yeah, yeah,
because like that guy, the actor who plays Batman, those fan films, like he's perfect for Batman. He's like literally, he feels like Kevin Conroy ripped straight out of the animated series,
yeah,
or
yeah.
just or just a straight up live action Arkham Batman. I think
I know. Yeah,
actually no, he's like Batman just ripped straight out of the Arkham series,
yeah.
even though they kind of started these Batman fan films in 2005 or before.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying though, just now, some of those shots, for what I was talking about in Batman Dying is Easy, that scene where he was just walking to the prison, the asylum and stuff, and the
Yeah.
camera was like panning behind him. Some of those shots in the fan film literally look like they can be like from a TV show, like from a Netflix show or something.
Yeah, you're actually right. It's like I'm surprised. Yeah, speaking of TV shows, you know about the
Do you know that?
Arrowverse?
Then I think I have. I know the Arrow, the live action Arrow. I've seen. I never really watched it. I've seen it though. I think
Actually,
I've.
let's go back to what you were talking.
Yeah, and so have you heard of the Real Rejects?
What is that?
It's these YouTubers that I watch who talk about Marvel and stuff. Reaction channel.
No.
No,
I
well
feel like I have, but the name sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
they made a reaction to the fan film, and in that scene where he was walking to the asylum and stuff, they brought the fact up that this could be like a TV show because of how good it looks.
Yeah, it's like I'm surprised they haven't made a Batman live action TV show. Like the best they
Yeah,
got is Gotham, which I love Gotham. Gotham's phenomenal.
Yeah, Gotham is pretty good. I don't watch it, but I've seen like little clips of it on YouTube here and there.
Gotham is a great show. It's perfect.
Yeah,
And
and
there's Adam West Batman.
Adam West Batman. Yeah,
So like the best we get for live action Batman shows is the old campy Adam West series and a prequel show, or
yeah.
Pennyworth, or friggin' Batwoman. Ugh.
Pennyworth. I never heard of Pennyworth. What the heck is that?
It's Pennyworth is pretty much Alfred in his early years.
Oh,
So it's a show about Alfred. Yeah.
oh, okay.
I don't know why they made that. Then again, they made a Superman show called Krypton where um
Krypton.
I
I
for,
didn't know there was a show called Krypton.
yeah, it got canceled after 2 seasons. But
Wow.
it's basically about Superman's grandfather.
Uh,
And I forgot the DC character's name, but he travels to the past and like I guess he's stuck there and I guess cuz he's trying to stop Brainiac. Brainiac looks dope in that show, but other than that, it's basically just a prequel. It's like I don't know why DC likes to make prequel shows. It's like Smallville, sure, like because there's a comic Clark Kent before he becomes Superman, cool. You did it. You want to do it with Batman, cool. But then they made like a prequel. It's like okay, too much. And I think
yeah,
they're kind of doing that with Wonder Woman with the upcoming Amazon show for the new DCU,
yeah,
which okay. Actually, I'll save that for later.
yeah. Can I talk to you about something like real quick?
Yeah, sure.
This is kind of personal, but there's this, and do you remember? Do you know that guy Jackson that I was talking about? That kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him. Like a few days ago, we were playing and stuff, and I was on Call of Duty. I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and we were just in a party, chatting. And here's the thing: he smokes weed sometimes,
Oh.
Yeah, and he decided to smoke some weed, and when he came back and he was like, he was just talking about random stuff. We were just talking, and then all of a sudden he was like, dude. I'm hallucinating, and I was like, what are you hallucinating? And he was like, I see your dad, and I was like, you see my dad?
What?
And he was like, yeah, and he said, should I say something to him? And I said, yeah, go ahead. And then my dad's name is Brian, by the way.
Oh.
And he said, hi Brian, and he said hi back.
I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
no, it's okay. This is actually really heartwarming because spirit, like he came, they I literally, at the time when it was happening, I had no idea what was going on. Like I mean I did, but I could not believe that it was happening because like dad was literally his spirit, like he came to Jackson. He wanted to send me a message through him.
Yeah, that's like very upsetting. Yeah, actually, like I'm sorry that your dad passed away.
Thank you, man, thank you.
I just, at least he's happy that you're doing well.
Yeah, and Jackson, yeah, he's actually been looking out for me and my mom. He lives in Pennsylvania, and he got me food all the way from across country.
Oh, that's sweet of him.
Yeah, from Uber Eats. He got me McDonald's. Me and my mom. He got my mom Panda Express, and he got me McDonald's because I like McDonald's.
Yeah, even SK agrees McDonald's is peak fast food.
SK.
Yeah, SK.
Yeah, and he was like he was talking, and my dad's told me that my dad I heard well, Jackson was telling me what dad was saying, and he said that he's been watching over me and mom and stuff, and he he wishes I told him that his mom, my grandma, passed away like a year ago or something. So like I told you about her, remember? I made a video
Yeah.
about it. And I said I literally I told him that I told Jackson to tell him that I hope you're having a good time in heaven with your mom. And he told Jackson told him that. I don't know what he said after that. He just told him and stuff. And they like Jackson described to me what he was doing, and he was literally just like walking around his room. He told me that it felt like that he wasn't dead. It felt like that he was actually there with him in his room.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
it literally felt like that he wasn't like a spirit or anything. Like it literally felt like that he was actually there in his room. Walk, he was. I literally heard Jackson talking to him. He had this like this baseball stuff in his room,
Wait,
and
you
he
heard
was a
your
little.
dad's voice?
No, like I heard Jackson talking to him, because he was like walking around his room like looking at all his stuff, and he was talking to him like it's like they were talking to each other, but I couldn't hear Dad, of course,
Yeah.
and I was lagging for a second.
Hmm.
They and then like I heard him say like, oh, you know, that's my baseball thing, and he was like, you know, and then like, you know, later on, you know, and then, you know, in a little bit, my dad said, you know, at a little bit after that, my dad said that he'll be right back, and then he left,
Oh.
and then but when I was talking to him on Instagram, we were like, well, no, we were in a party again, and he told me that I left, right, like, you know, we were done talking, and then the next day when I was talking to him again, he told me that as soon as he left the party, he saw him again,
Really?
really, and he didn't like he didn't really just he didn't say anything this time. He just stood there.
Oh. I'm sorry
So
to hear
yeah,
that.
no, it's okay. He did make his promise though. He did come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now,
just it's so nice. I'm happy because it's so nice to be hearing from him again. You know.
yeah. It's like I wish I could see two of my cats again. I have them
Yeah,
next to me. It kind of makes me wonder, like, because last year, this has been a year yet, but close to being a year now, my great grandmother passed away, and
yeah. I heard.
yeah,
I'm sorry for your loss, bro.
yeah, thank you, and thank you for that. And we had to move because after her death, she decided she wanted to sell the house, I guess, and we had to move. And yeah, it's like I haven't like fully got over it because like this is a new stage of my life, really.
Yeah,
And like I got to see two of my cats, but I had to put one of them to sleep before 10th grade ended for me because I
yeah,
had because she had a tumor in her stomach and there was nothing we could do, and it was just so unexpected.
yeah. I know what you mean.
And I haven't really been myself since we put her to sleep. I still have one of my other cats who makes me happy, and I
And
pray
I
that
pray that. Yeah, at least you have someone to keep you company. You know.
yeah, and I pray that the two cats who I've lost that they're looking after the cat I have or watching over
Oh
her.
no, you know they are. You know they are definitely.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, is my great grandmother and great grandfather like here in spirit right now, or are my cats here in spirit? Is
They're
my dog here
they're
in
they're,
spirit?
they're always with you, bro. You remember that. They're always watching over you. You know.
Yeah, that makes me theorize. It's like that's a very interesting thing. It's like sometimes we could help you with something.
Yeah. Do you see this? Yeah, you see on that pole right there? This is you see that pole right there? You know, with those lights.
Yeah.
Those light. Well, my mom turned those on. Those LED lights. She turned those on, and there's a mode on the lights where they start blinking randomly. Where they start blinking, and you know, different colors. And um, randomly when she turned them on, sometimes they start blinking.
Oh, that's weird. That hasn't happened with me in my room. Probably
Well,
because
do you want to know the real reason? Do you want to know the reason as to why they keep doing that?
like you think your father's trying to contact you
No, that's him. That's dad. That's my dad.
and with the lights.
Yeah. When he was there with Jackson, when he was there with Jack, me and mom had suspicions that that was him. But when he was there with Jackson, I told him if he, I told Jackson to ask him if he's the one doing, turning on our lights, and he said, yeah.
Wait, did you ask him what heaven's like?
No, I didn't. I did not. I
Yeah, it's kind of hard to ask questions like that.
Yeah, but that's like that's like now that I think about it, that's the closest I've ever felt to God because he came from heaven,
Yeah,
and I
just
said,
hearing this is like
yeah,
really.
like I cannot believe that I mean, well, Jackson's the one who experienced it, but he was my dad, and he came to me, and well, I mean, he sent me. He was. My mom told me. My mom even told me that he'll find out a way to send me a message, and I've ever since my dad passed away, I've been having a lot of dreams about him because I remember that, but that wasn't really. My mom told me that sometimes spirits will come into your dreams and and like send you messages.
Yeah, that's kind of true, to be honest. I kind of believe that
I
now.
believe I believe everything. I believe everything because if you don't know, I kind of recently, well, a few months ago, a month ago or something like that. My mom helped me out, and I gave my heart to Jesus.
Yeah, felt
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and I. Even though I'm only 15 and I'm still like I'm still learning. I'm still trying to learn about
Yeah,
God and stuff.
it's
And
like
my mom is teaching. My mom has been teaching me and telling me about all this stuff, and you know, sometimes I might swear here and there, but
yeah, it's
I
fine.
try. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm really just chilling here, doing my own thing and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's normal to like say bad words, but like if it's something very offensive, like the
Yeah,
c word, or n word, then it's like no, it's like the f
don't
word,
say.
shit. It's like b word. It's fine.
Fun fact. This is kind of embarrassing for me, but back before I even knew what the N word even meant, like when I was like younger, like a few years ago, when I was in the bathroom, I kept on saying it.
Oh man,
I didn't know what it meant. I just heard
probably
it in like
because
in GTA or whatever. I just heard. I said that's because I didn't know what it meant at that
I mean,
time.
yeah, that's fine. It's like you were very
Yeah.
little, so like you didn't know better.
I was younger, so but now that I know what it means and stuff, I'm like, we all learn. I'm older now. I look back at those times and I'm like, you know,
Yeah, it's the same.
yeah,
It's the same thing with the director for Spider-Man Lotus, because you know how the whole controversy.
yeah, the controversy.
It's like I actually forgive him. I don't know about other
But other
people.
people,
What about you?
I already forgave him when I saw the video. I put a comment in there.
Yeah,
I posted a comment
yeah,
I put a comment and I said, hey, it's okay. We all make mistakes and stuff like that. Many
yeah. It's
blessings.
like
Many blessings to you and your film crew because we all make mistakes. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's like I don't understand why some people would scold him for it. It's like it's not as bad as like what Amber Heard did with Johnny Depp, or what Ezra Miller's doing, or what any other person, what other terrible people did.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, he was young. He shouldn't have said that. He's learned a lesson.
yeah,
It's kind of like a thing in normal in real life, except it was just on the internet.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry that you had to experience all that.
It's okay. The win how my dad how my dad passed away though is kind of more depressing because at the age I'm at right now, I should never have to experience something. This is something that this is what happened when my dad. Well, the night it happened or whatever. He couldn't, like, all of a sudden he had this pain in one of his legs and he couldn't walk. Like, he couldn't walk at all. He couldn't stand up.
Yeah, and seeing your dad die at a young age is horrible. Like,
And like he was literally and like he couldn't walk and he was like angry at me for no reason. Like, he wasn't in his right mind. Like, he was like mad at me because I literally I did everything I could to take care of him and stuff, but unfortunately,
I
you know
believe he wasn't mad directly at you. I believe he was mad because of the pain in his leg.
yeah, because usually that's what happens when he's sick, and I usually don't like it when he got sick because he got angry for no reason, really.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah, it
happens
kind of
with
happened.
me.
Like, you see, at the apartment that I live at right now, this is the same apartment that I put a community post. I told you about it.
Yeah.
But this is the same apartment that I lived in. It's in downtown California where I live. I don't know. I don't know if I should say like the city where I live because I mean it's just a city. You don't like no one really knows
Yeah.
where my exact address.
Yeah. So
I mean,
like
should I really tell you like the city that I live in? Is that safe?
no, because you don't want anyone weirdos watching this and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
find the location."
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the same apartment building that his dad. My dad was the manager of this place. My dad was the manager, and it was like in a room, and this whole time, I was living with my mom at her ex's place,
Ooh.
and and here's the thing, his also my brothers lived there and with him, and there were times where um his name is Jeffrey, my
Uh,
ex, my mom's ex. She's he's an alcoholic,
oh.
and there were times where he got drunk, really blacked out drunk and yelling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Sorry to
I'm
hear
kind of,
that.
no, it's okay. I'm kind of used to it. But
Wait, is he still
there is
with you guys? Oh wait, no.
no,
She's your mom's
he's
ex.
still fine. He's actually been helping us out ever since we've
Really?
been here. Yeah, he's the reason I pre-ordered Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna I pre-ordered Marvel Spider-Man 2.
That's awesome.
I got the digital deluxe edition.
I'm glad everything's turned around for you.
Yeah, but back when I was there in 2022, there were two times where my brothers would go out really late, and they would get blacked out drunk, and they would come home. They would come back really angry and start breaking stuff, and we would have to leave for the night.
Mm, uh, that's sorry to hear that.
I was traumatized during those times. Like I was so scared.
Yeah, I can't imagine experiencing that because that must have been horrified, especially at like because you're 15 now. I can't imagine how
15.
young you were.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was 14 back when I was there. I was 14, but then while I was there, I turned 15. My birthday is on October 28th, so I turned 15 that time. But like yeah, during those time, it only happened two times though. That was just. They just got really drunk, and it kind of traumatizes me every time I think about it because I still remember it.
Yeah, I feel ya when something like that happens.
Yeah. But back to what I was talking about earlier. So my dad, before he died and stuff, it was like 11, it was like at night, and well, back at his place, it was at like night, and there was a he was on the floor. He was like sleeping on the floor, and like mind you, before he had the pain in his leg, he took a shower, and he got out of the shower, and he didn't have any clothes on.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to get like all like that,
Yeah,
but
it's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
I'm
It's
just I'm
like
just I'm just talking about what happened.
was his leg swollen?
No, like he just told me that his like pain was like,
Uh, so
he
was
just
it
had a
hard?
pain in
It
one of
was
his
hard to
leg.
walk.
He couldn't walk at all. Like he couldn't walk at all. Like so someone here, this lady, who's helping me and mom. She's the one. She gave my dad crutches so he could probably like walk better
Mm.
or whatever. But that didn't work.
Oh.
And when he was like laying down on the floor, and like the last thing I ever said to him, I made myself dinner. And I was getting back in bed and stuff, and I said, I love you, Dad. I hope you get better soon. And like I went to eat and stuff, and when I was done eating, I was tired, so I wanted to take a little nap. And I woke up to my dad getting up finally, and he was walking to the bathroom. Like he was in pain, but he was walking, and he got to the bathroom, and he like I heard like I heard him grunting in there or whatever, and he was like a couple like minutes, like a couple seconds like after that, I saw the door crack open a little bit. So I was like, oh, okay, because usually when that happens, he comes out. But then I heard him say like, oh fuck, like like he was like cursing to himself, and then I heard like a thud, and then I didn't hear anything after that. So I got up and I got to go check on him, and when I got to the door and I tried to talk to him, I was just trying to like got to the door and I said, hey, dad, are you okay? And I saw his legs first, and then I looked at where he was, and he was laying on the floor.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's okay, and then it's fine, bro. I was like, and so then I started freaking out. I was like, dad, and then I was like, and I was trying to feel for a pulse or whatever, but I don't really know how that works. So
Yeah, it's like the veins around your hand.
yeah, like, and he was like, and this one thing, when he was laying like that, I heard like gurgling, like he was like
Oh
it,
no.
it's almost like he was trying to give, like it's almost like he was trying to like breathe, like take his last breaths or whatever, and like I didn't know what to do, so I went to our neighbor, to the person who lived, this girl who lived like next door to us. So I was like, hey, my dad's passed out or whatever, and like police cops came here and they tried to get him back to life, but one of the cops that was I was like sitting on the couch, and like this one cop came over here and he was like, I'm sorry to tell you that your dad passed away, and he told me that the first time, and I didn't believe it, but and then he told me like that's what they're saying right now. We're just trying to we're just trying to do some more stuff, and they put like a little shock in them, like that we put like a shock into people, like try to
Yeah, like
get them
clear.
back to life, like get them back to life,
Yeah.
and they tried that, and then the cop came back and he was like, he's been announced deceased at the scene, and he was like, once again, I'm sorry for your loss or whatever, and I'm sorry for your loss, and when my
So
mom got
tragic.
here, my mom got here, and then the one I got outside the room, and mind you, my dad was on the floor, and they put a blanket over him, so I couldn't see him like that.
Yeah, they do that for when people
Yeah,
die.
yeah, yeah. Because people, and they didn't want me. They didn't want me to see my dad like that. So
Yeah.
I walked over to where my mom was, and the cop was talking to her, and she was crying. Like I was being strong about it. I was there, comforting her and stuff. But I was like really sad, and at the time it didn't really hit me that well. I'm still in shock. Like I'm still in shock as to how it happened.
I'm so sorry to hear this, man. Like
It's
this is horrible.
it's okay, man.
Like I'm sorry you went through this. Like I couldn't imagine losing someone so close.
Yeah,
Like especially someone who brought you into the world.
yeah. Well, he's the reason he met my mom, and he's the reason you know he well, actually I think it was like I think it was my mom that brought me into the world.
Yeah, but like okay, I'm
Yeah,
not trying to make it gross, but like actually I'm not going to do that because that's just going to yeah, I don't want to bring that up. But like, your parents brought you into the world and
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it's awful losing a loved one. Like if I lost my mom, I couldn't imagine how I'd be at it's if I lost her at this age. Like I probably would never be
yeah,
myself cuz
yeah.
like my mom is a single mom and but that's one personal thing is that like my mom's a single mom.
Do you have a dad?
Yeah, but he is a deadbeat.
He's a what?
He's a deadbeat.
A deadbeat? What does that
Yeah.
mean?
It means he was never really there.
Oh, okay. So basically, like you had a dad, but you never really talked to him much.
Yeah, it's like I kind of he always had arguments with my mom and it's like I was always scared of him.
Oh yeah, my mom and dad would always argue like that. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, my mom was texting me.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay. It's okay.
I think she heard us streaming, or you streaming, or me talking. But where was I again?
You were talking about how your mom and dad would always get into fights.
Yeah, it's like I think he,
Yeah.
I think he
I
hit.
hit.
I was in the back of the car when she broke up with
Broke
him,
up with
and I think he hit her.
when she broke up. Really?
Yeah, and like that's when they
They
officially broke
officially
up.
broke.
But like
Like,
I was still allowed to visit my dad, even though I never wanted to. I was always scared to go to him because I was afraid he was gonna yell because he yelled very
yeah,
loud.
yeah,
And now it's just like I don't want to see him anymore.
yeah. I understand. I was always kind of scared when my mom and dad were kind of arguing and stuff.
Yeah, especially when you hear when I heard my grandparents argue or my parents argue, it's like when pretty much when families just argue in general, like and especially at a young age, it's like very scary
Yeah,
because like you think something bad's gonna happen.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
And now that now my dad's passed away, I've always been paranoid about being alone. But now that my dad passed away, and when my mom is like going somewhere or something, I always have the fear. I'm always paranoid that of being alone, and I'm always thinking that something bad happened or like to mom, I always get paranoid and scared.
yeah, I'm kind of like that when my mom. I mean, my grandparents live with me too, so like I usually get a little worried when my mom is like, say, like she said she's gonna do something, but then like she doesn't come home within like a couple of hours. Because like recently today, she didn't come home till like 6 in the morning because she was busy with work, and it's like crazy. It's like how do I say this? Crap. But like she has a busy work schedule, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of forgot what I was gonna say mid through, to be honest.
yeah. Um. So, what have you been up to lately?
Besides me finishing my DCEU re-reviews, I call them re-reviews. Basically, it's an original thing I made up. Re-reviews, as
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it's a
I
redo.
saw the videos sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's pretty much I started them because like I I think I don't know when it started. I don't remember what
Remember what
review.
review?
Oh, sorry, I broke up for a minute. I don't remember what review that got me to do the re-review, but I think it started off because I made a review, but I didn't like how it came out, but I still kept the original up because I kind of was satisfied with it. But it's like
Yeah,
I kind of want to do a bit better, so I feel like okay, here it is. But now it's like, oh, maybe I should revisit it and then see if my opinion changed. That's kind of me with the DCU re-reviews. Like my opinion
yeah.
changed. Of course, in the
Uh huh.
original link in the description, I send in the original reviews, and if you watch the original review and my newer reviews, you can tell that my voice was a lot more high pitch.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, oh my god, my voice is very high pitch.
Yeah. I watched that shorts video that you made, that video that you made when you were going to see the new Halloween movie, and I heard your voice then.
Yeah, I'm surprised that got turned to a YouTube short. Like, I don't even use the YouTube short thing 'cause I'm like, what am I gonna do with the YouTube
Well,
short?
your shorts. Well, I mean, you for the YouTube shorts, like you could like make like you could like talk about like a certain like Marvel. You could like talk about like Marvel updates or something, like kind of like Doomblazer. You know?
Yeah, but like, I think that's kind of his thing. Like, I enjoy Doomblazer's content.
Yeah,
It's like at first when I saw him, I'm like, okay, he just sounds like a Marvel MCU fanboy. But the more it's like, okay, he's like not that bad.
yeah,
It's like I prefer to hear updates from him out of everyone. I do feel
yeah,
bad that he got his main channel taken down because it got hacked.
yeah. His main channel got taken down, and the first time he got it back, but then the second time he got hacked,
And it's like
he
gone.
tried he tried he I in his when he got his 100K plaque for the new channel, he talked about how he was trying everything he could to get it back, but he couldn't.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't imagine that happened to me. Like
Yeah.
I would feel so. I'd be depressed for like.
Dude,
Uh,
dude, that's scary. Dude, having your channel getting hacked by someone,
yeah,
that's
like
scary.
if my channel got taken down, I would be depressed for weeks. Like I probably
Yeah.
would like I probably would like maybe after that if it I hope it never gets taken down because I worked hard on some most of these videos, especially my modern videos. It's like
Yeah.
if that happens, then like
Oh,
I
my
probably would make a new channel,
my
but probably not do as much. What you're saying?
my mom just came in. Hi. I'm talking to Spider-Man Unknown right now.
Did you hear me? Tell her I said
Yeah.
hi.
Okay. He said hi. She said nice to meet you.
Tell her I said nice to meet you too, and that I'm sorry that her husband died.
Nice. He said nice to meet you too, and he's sorry that your husband died. He said nice to meet you too, and he said he's sorry that your husband died. Your husband died. He said yeah, yeah. He says thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about all that.
No. Okay. What's his full name? You want his real name? Yeah. Yeah. Uh, are you okay with giving out your first name?
No, I'm sorry. It's like, but you can tell her that I'm like young. Like you can like show her my real voice. Like if
Yeah.
you're
Well, I
able.
mean, I show my mom one of your videos, and she knows that you're young.
Yeah,
Is she?
I'm basically around 2 years or a year older than you. So like close to the same age.
Yeah, my you because usually because when I meet someone new, my mom, my parents, wanna know like what's their name and how old they are because they're cautious about who I talk to and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not an adult stranger. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Yeah. What were we talking about before?
I think we were talking about um like something I can't remember honestly.
Yeah, the last I remember was Doom Blazer.
Yeah, Doom Blazer.
Um, so like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I feel bad. You got his whole channel taken down. But
Mhm.
she seems to be doing well with his new channel.
Yeah.
Um, what else to talk about?
Well, I did reach at that reach. I will kill it kind of a little bit ago, like a weeks ago or something like that. I reach over 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Really, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I did kind of like a month ago or whatever. I did reach over 1,000 views on my channel.
Yeah,
Oh wait, 100,000. My bad, 100,000.
yeah, that's pretty cool when you reach like that limit.
Yeah,
It's like when I mean, I doubt I'll hit 1 million subscribers because, like, I mean, look how long it took me to get 500. But it's like
yeah,
I would be blown away if I got 1K subscribers.
yeah. I'm like right now. I'm stuck at 375, and I'm hoping that it can go up and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I get confused with YouTube's platform how it works. Like sometimes because I see YouTubers who start after me somehow get more views, and it's
Yeah,
like, how does that happen? Do they have something that just cranks out cranks their like? Does YouTube just recommend them more or something?
yeah.
Like it's
I
confusing.
guess well, YouTube Shorts. I heard that YouTube Shorts. I heard is like if you want to get more views, like YouTube Shorts is like the way to go.
Yeah, but like it's like if I did YouTube Shorts, I don't know what I would do it for. I mean, I have YouTube
Maybe
short videos, but it's like they were never meant to be YouTube shorts. YouTube just turned them into shorts.
yeah.
And it's like half of those most of those YouTube shorts are
Shorts
literally
are literally
just
just
oh sorry, I was breaking up again, but
no, it's
those
okay, it's okay.
all right. But those YouTube shorts are basically just some of my older cringe videos where I had no idea what I wanted this channel to be about. It was just me doing random stuff, mainly FNAF because I was a big FNAF fan at the time.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, and speaking of
And
FNAF,
now, you know, You usually my channel, like, back when I first I I had a few YouTube channels. Like, my first channel was just Dakota Bowen, and that was back when I just did YouTube for the fun of it. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time, because
Yeah.
I was, I just did it for the fun. And
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty much my
I
hobby at this point.
yeah. But now I'm actually like taking this whole YouTube thing seriously and all, like,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Because, like, have you been watching some of my recent videos?
Um, not really, but like I do. Sorry, voice crack.
No, I voice crack too, man. You're good.
Yeah. But like not probably not the recent ones. I've watched a few of them,
Yeah.
but like yeah, I think the most I mean I love watching. I love on the live streams. Like I enjoy Amazing Super Mike's live streams more than his videos.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. But yeah, I watch your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you like pretty much kind of like do you make those theme songs yourself or a friend helps you out?
I mix the soundtrack. Well, I mix the soundtracks myself. On the recent ones I've been mixing them.
Hmm. It's like you kind of continue the Sam Raimi Spider-Man series as like its own cinematic universe, basically. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think the last one I
I,
saw was Spider-Man X. Was that was it called or something else?
Spider-Man, X-Men.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was that was like really like footage, like that my friend, like, Maclet, Cameron, that guy that I told you about. That
Yeah,
he allowed me to use his projects in his videos. He,
that's
he
pretty
he just
cool.
wanted me he just wanted me to give him credit, so I
Yeah,
gave him credit in the video.
yeah, that's
But
what like
yeah,
yeah, that's what all YouTubers do is like when you have to you gotta give them credit.
yeah, for what they do.
Yeah,
And I've been making, like, I really want to, like, get into more. I like, I back when me and Cameron were, like, still friends, because now I'm being told that he, it's long story, but, me and him are not associated with each other anymore, because he has brothers and sister, whatever. And apparently he died, because he told me a lot. He's like, I have a feeling that he was trying to manipulate me or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe he could actually be dead, because him and Jackson, just recently, I was talking to my friend Jackson on Instagram, and he told me that they just came to an agreement. Like, Brian Blackjay is his name, his brother.
yeah,
Yeah, they came to an agreement, because Jackson wanted proof that he was dead, because, he was, yeah. He made a he made a community post about me. I just noticed that he made, on the Maclet channel. He made a community post about me. Like, he took screenshots from. We're doing this. Me and Cameron were. Cameron was making me my own, Spider-Man, like, opening scene, like, fan made, like, main titles video.
yeah,
Like, and he was. It's called Spider-Man: A New World, and he was he on that he, unfortunately, he couldn't finish it, but so then I finished it myself. I finished it myself, and, and then he took screenshots from that video, or Brian, he took screenshots and posted on his community post, and he basically said that I used creators or something like that, and
what?
whatever. That I use some creators. There's other YouTubers out there who are doing the same thing, like making Spider-Man Mentals videos.
So he's
So
saying
he
that you're stealing someone else's content.
No, like, he said that I was using people, like, I was using other YouTubers.
No, you're not.
Yeah, like freaking, like, have you seen the main titles videos that people have been making for Spider-Man, the
No,
Raimi?
I've only seen yours.
You seen mine? Yeah, I know you've seen mine. Like, he said, like, there's, like, and he put, like, a link. He like mentioned some YouTubers that I watch who do the same thing, in the community post, and he said that I used those two creators, and I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I respect those people. Like, There's people who are doing the same thing. They're the reason they inspire me to make this kind of content on YouTube, because I look up to people like that.
Yeah, it's
I
like
look up to those people.
it reminds me of you know who Veshrem you know Veshremi?
Pastrami, no,
Oh, you never heard of that YouTuber?
no,
So he basically roasts people for fun as a joke, but like there's so many
yeah,
clones on him of him on YouTube, and it's like I'm guessing at this point they just take inspiration from him. But I guess people find it
yeah,
annoying because there's just so many of them.
yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, it's like if like with that logic of this person saying, "Oh, you pretty much use people and you have because you have other people's like videos or whatever." It's like if video game creators
He's blaming me and He was blaming me and Jackson, my friend Jackson, for that.
like for what?
For um using him, using Cameron. He said that I used Cameron and stuff.
Wait, is
And
Cameron alive?
he's probably, I mean, me and Jackson thought that he was lying about his death, because he's like, because I feel like he's been manipulating me all this time, but that maybe we've been like, a little bit, maybe like overthought the situation a little bit, and maybe he might actually be dead or something.
If
Because
he's
maybe he might. I don't know. Like I'm hearing a lot of different things, because, and I talk to people about it, and a lot of different things happen. It actually turns out to be this and that. Like I don't know, like, what the final conclusion of the whole thing is really.
yeah, it's like that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. And like but him and Brian, Jackson and Brian came to an agreement. Uh,
What
and
was the
and
agreement about?
it was an agreement that Jackson wanted to ask for proof. In that community post he made about me. He put in the comments. He put a comment saying, how I care about my friend, and I don't like him seeing I don't like seeing him. I don't like seeing him being treated like a damn dog. And I quote, he doesn't like people, like, treating me like that.
Yeah, it's like people who say like, "Oh, you use people," like whoever said that, that's not being a good friend.
Yeah, like, yeah. I guess he might be cool with me. Since he and Jackson came to an agreement, I don't know if he's cool with me or now or not, but I hope he is, because I really don't like people being against me. And
Yeah, it's
I
like I feel you. I feel you. It's like you
yeah,
want to you want as many friends as you can, and you want to have a happy life.
yeah, yeah. Like, and now I've made more friends now than ever. And like, ever since my dad passed away, I've made more friends now than ever. And I really gotta thank you for that, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, and you got me as a friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like I consider my fans like Complicating, Jack Miles the Hedgehog, heck, and maybe Super Mike. Like I consider them my YouTube friends, and even you.
Yeah, we're basically, like, bros. Even though we don't, like, really know each other that personally.
I know
You
it's
know,
like it's basically like a little small group, little small YouTube friend group.
yeah,
Because that's basically what most YouTubers have, of just a little friend group.
yeah. Um, yeah, and I was like, there's like other projects that I've been doing, like me and Cameron. Back when he was alive, he made, I think when he was, I don't know, I really don't know, but when he was quote unquote alive, he was, I asked him. He said, I made a request to him, and I said, hey, I really want, I had this idea where Spider-Man from the Raimi universe, or sort of just Spider-Man and Wednesday collab with each other, like a collab, like
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
a crossover, the Spider-Man and Wednesday crossover video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was literally like, I was like so happy, because like my dream is like coming true. And like I've always wanted to see that. And he made that. Me and him collab for that project.
Yeah, it's like so basically it's like, was that your very first collab?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So like I just
Yeah.
checked the chat and I realized that we've been chatting I guess for an hour now And it's like
Yeah,
no
like
one has come
now.
in and chat.
Yeah, no one at all. There's no one else, no one in the stream, but it's just me and you talking in the
Yeah.
stream.
I guess it's sort of like a podcast, which is kind of what I wanted my live streams to be. Like, I got
Yeah,
inspired by Made Super Mike, which is kind of like I guess people could say, I mean, I like how some of Made Super Mike's fans come to my channel, which I like. Like,
yeah,
it's like the ones that kind of appear in his chat sometimes. It's like, yeah, if you guys want more people like him, come to my channel. It's like you're free.
yeah.
It's like, they don't really know.
We're also. I was working on a Spider-Man Scream crossover. You know the Ghostface.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working on a Spider-Man. He made a soundtrack. He made a soundtrack. I put it on my channel.
Yeah, I have not seen the new Scream movies. I haven't even seen the fourth one. I've only seen the original trilogy.
Well, I actually just got done watching Scream 6, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I heard Scream 6 was alright. Well, I'm not sure if I heard it was better than Scream 5. Not
The,
sure.
like I heard some people, saying how it was really good. Like it's been getting some good reviews.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair point.
Yeah, at least I liked it.
Yeah, I'm probably sure I'm gonna like it.
Yeah,
So, like,
and
I,
and like I understand you haven't watched the Netflix show Wednesday yet because you don't have Netflix.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
oh well.
yeah,
It's like, losing Netflix is not a total loss for me. It's like, sure, there were some shows I liked watching with my mom, but it's like, I feel like I've outgrew those shows with their humor and stuff.
yeah,
So it's like I kind of prefer HBO Max and Disney Plus, even though I barely use Disney Plus. Like I have my whole watch list is filled with Marvel stuff that was supposed to happen years ago, but it's like I never got to it because there's just so
yeah,
many MCU projects. And it's like I
yeah,
think I'll just go with DC for a while.
yeah,
Like the best I get
and
for
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The best you get for the shows and stuff. What you're talking about?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
re-reviewing the DCU took a lot of me, so it's like
I think yeah,
like rewatching a movie every day and then reviewing it the same day. I think like for the DC AMU, which is an animated movie universe, I'm revisiting it. I think I'm just gonna make one video reviewing all the films or doing a re-ranking of it. So it's like
yeah,
that'd be easier for me. Just watch a new film every day, then when you're finished, just talk about all of it.
yeah.
So I figured
Um,
that's what I'm gonna do.
yeah. That's cool. And about the Netflix about Wednesday. Do
Yeah,
you
I
know
heard
the
it's
act?
good.
Yeah. About that. Do you know the actress that plays her?
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty.
I've fallen in love with her.
I don't blame you. I actually
Yeah.
thought she was our age for a minute. So I'm like, wow, she looks like
Yeah.
our age. I was actually surprised she's not.
She was 19 when she was filming Wednesday for the first season. She was 19, but now she's 20.
Hmm.
She's still really young. She's
Yeah.
got a big career ahead of her. You can
Yeah.
literally talk to my mom about my crush on her. Like she knows that my mom
Celebrity
knows how.
crushes, man.
Yeah.
I remember my celebrity crush, Cameron Bickendova. She plays Selena in Gotham.
I thought it was a boy for a second.
No, no,
I was like,
Cameron.
what the heck?
No. I'm straight.
Yeah. Man, dude, celebrity crushes, man. I tell you,
Yeah,
wild.
like I'm surprised Mason Mike never really had a celebrity crush.
He didn't have one.
Yeah, he said that in his recent podcast, or he just doesn't remember.
Uh,
I feel like he has.
there's no need to lie about that. There's no need to lie about not having a celebrity crush because
Yeah,
we all got.
I don't think he's lying. I just feel like maybe he doesn't remember. Who knows? Maybe he
Or
was very young.
maybe you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. like that. I can't wait for Wednesday season 2. Like that, like it's being worked on right now. Well, I have no idea how the process is going for a lot of TV shows and movies and stuff because the whole writer's strike thing.
Yeah, I actually just found out before the stream started that Blue Beetle got delayed till next
Oh,
year.
it got delayed. Oh shit! God damn it!
Yeah, for next year, which
Oh
I was actually gonna make a
fudge!
I'm actually planning on making a video about Blue Beetle. I was gonna say like, oh guys, stop hating it, give it a chance. But since it got delayed, I'll talk about it still, which makes me wonder, um, what about the Craven the Hunter movie? Is that getting delayed? Because I actually
No, the Craven, dude, the Craven the Hunter movie. It's coming out in October as well.
yeah, like it may seem like said the Craven the Hunter movie looks bad, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like it wouldn't be that great, but like it looks better than Morbius. Like I'll give Craven the Hunter movie credit. While the origin they
yeah,
gave for him in this movie is stupid,
mm,
at least it's
yeah.
rated R, what Venom should have been.
Yeah, yeah. Mind you, mind you, since I really don't know him that much. Since I don't really since I don't I don't read comics and all. I don't know too I don't know much about Spider-Man villains, like their lore and stuff, and too much about that. But I'm learning. I learn a lot from YouTube.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
if you can't like find a comic that has Craven the Hunter, the best comic for Craven the Hunter is Craven's Last Hunt.
yeah. I heard that one's really good.
Yeah, so like Craven's Last Hunt, any Craven the Hunter comic that involves Craven the Hunter comic,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
probably the '90s and Spectacular Spider-Man cartoons because they're the best Spider-Man cartoons that have Craven,
Yeah.
and any game
Wait,
Craven's in.
Spectacular Spider-Man had Craven in it?
Yeah, he's in season 2.
Oh,
Yeah, he becomes a furry.
a furry?
No, not a real furry. That's a me, but he turns into an actual tiger.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of people consider
Yeah,
it their least favorite episode, the Craven episode.
yeah.
It's like I liked it, but it's like yeah, the Tiger Craven was a bit much, especially since we kind of just got introduced to him. It's like you could have saved this for a future plot, but it's like, whatever.
I'm wondering about that, about Craven and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Since the symbiote and everything, and since Craven is going to be one of the main villains in the game.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's gonna be if it's gonna be kind of similar to the story of Craven's Last Hunt.
who knows? Maybe like with the whole
Maybe
lizard
because
thing. I
yeah,
actually
the
just
whole
got a theory. So you know how they kind of confirmed that Eddie's not Venom or it's not who you
yeah,
think it is.
some people I've been saying hey, some people think that Insomniac is like tricking us into thinking that no, it's not gonna be Eddie Brock and it's not Eddie Brock and stuff. Well, you know what? I
I believe
actually
it's not Eddie Brock.
I believe it's not Eddie Brock.
I said Eddie Block instead of Brock.
Eddie Brock.
But what I meant to say is, I believe it's not Eddie Brock, but I'm a little skeptical
Some
on the.
people, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you.
Yeah, it's okay. I feel like I kept
Yeah.
interrupting you. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay because there's a lot of things I want to talk about and stuff.
Yeah, same, right? So
Yeah.
with I believe Eddie Brock is not Venom because we haven't seen him in this universe, and it wouldn't really make sense for
Yeah.
this version of Eddie Brock to just randomly find the symbiote in the Insomniac universe when.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe in the game, maybe he could be like a side. Maybe he could be kept surprised until people play the game, and
Yeah, you know
and
what? Yeah,
maybe
you're right.
maybe what if he could pop up, he could what if he pops up and what if he randomly what if he meets Peter and they introduce themselves and hey, what, Peter be like, hey, what's your name, and he'd be like, hey, I'm Eddie Brock, nice to meet you.
Yeah. As I was
Maybe.
actually saying that, it wouldn't make sense if Eddie just found, out of nowhere just found the symbiote. But I'm like, no, he's done that in some comics, so it's like, never mind. Then forget what I said
Yeah.
earlier. So I
Yeah.
believe that Venom will not be Eddie Brock. Who knows? Maybe, but they say that it's not who you think it is. So my theory is, it. They say it could not. It possibly couldn't be Harry, but I feel like it's gonna be Harry. It could be Craven,
Yeah,
or it could be
and
NJ.
yeah, MJ.
I don't know. That's just a little theory I had. But
Yeah,
then I'd be like, oh
yeah.
no, Super Mike's predictions of what they're gonna do is like will come true. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Is and also in the post credit scene for Marvel Spider-Man, uh, or Spider-Man PS4 or whatever you want to call it. In that post credit scene where Norman like is looking at his son, did you see? And have you noticed the symbiote is off of him? The symbiote the symbiote rejected Harry Osborn as the host, so the symbiote is not on him anymore. And when Norman put his hand on the glass and he was like looking down, the symbiote reached out to him to his hand.
Yeah,
So
I
the,
actually kind of
the,
theorized. Yeah, what if Norman Osborn
and there's
is?
actually there's another rumor that people have been theorizing that maybe could become Venom.
Yeah, I actually theorized that myself, and I actually won't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of who's gonna be.
Well, it would be. I'm not gonna lie though. It would be kind of like surprising and kind of shocking and kind of exciting if when we play the game for ourselves,
Yeah,
and
I
like
actually
and
here will be the most surprising one that I theorized. That what if Venom is Peter Parker?
dude, like people have been saying even Evan Filarka. You know Evan Filarka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he when the gameplay trailer came out, he saw how Peter's voice was changing and stuff. He said like, wait, are they gonna go like the Ultimate Spider-Man comic style where Peter becomes Venom?
It's like, yeah, it's like I got that theory. It's like, oh, what if throughout the game the suit's corrupting him and he becomes Venom, and what if he accidentally dies?
Yeah, and like I even saw some people on YouTube or people saying how like people have been saying how some people have been responding like this guy this guy that I saw like he was making a video about the hate going on for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and near the end of the video he talked about how people have been theorizing that Venom that Peter is going to become Venom, and he was like, dude, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, and then he mentioned that in the reveal trailer, Peter's looking at Venom in the alley, and I don't think that I don't think that some people get the theory that people are trying to come up with.
The thing is, like, okay, it's like, oh, we see Venom in the trailer, but like that's a CG trailer. That's not official gameplay.
Well, actually, about that, Insomniac, you saw those takedowns in the reveal trailer.
Yeah.
That was real gameplay. Insomniac confirmed it.
Oh, I'm talking about like the very first CG trailer they see, the first teaser of it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. The first the reveal trailer from Marvel Spider-Man 2, where you saw those takedowns and stuff. With Miles and Peter, like dual takedowns and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was real. Like it said footage captured on PS5, so that was like real gameplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the reveal trailer it said footage captured on PS5, so that was real gameplay.
Wow. I actually didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. Wait, so the cutscene where they see Venom at the end of the trailer, is that like an actual cutscene in the game?
It could be. I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
maybe that is a real scene in the game, but maybe when the game comes out, that scene could play out a little bit differently.
probably. Like, that's what
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about. Because I kind of knew the
yeah,
fight scenes in that trailer were going to be gameplay. I was more like, oh, wait, is that little cutscene going to be like gameplay or part of the
yeah.
game?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about how badass. Like, I don't really know much about. Like I said, I don't know much about the Spider-Man villains, but like I just love them because they just look badass.
Yeah, the Spider-Man villains are dope. Once you learn more about them, like you kind of feel like some of them are more like sympathetic than actual villains, like Electro.
Yeah,
Especially in like Spectacular Spider-Man, I kind of sympathize him more than like see him as a villain. Like that's how I would write Electro. Have him be more
yeah.
sympathetic.
In the Amazing Spider-Man in TASM 2, in TASM 2 when uh Max Dillon, he was like Jamie Foxx. Max Dillon, when he first appeared, he was presented as like a nerdy scientist, guy.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I kind of feel bad. You feel bad he becomes Electro. I kind of hate
Yeah,
his reason though. It's like, oh, Spider-Man got the attention on the TV screen instead of
yeah,
him.
yeah. But then, but then in Spider-Man No Way Home, and like Jimmy when Jimmy Fox when he came back as Electro, he kind of looked more like a pimped out like cool dude, you know.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they he was way better in No Way Home.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'd
like
say
every Spider-Man movie, so like I don't know. I can't disagree. We all have our
yeah.
little
I
things.
mean, I personally think No Way Home is better than Chasm 2.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't hear me as good now, is because my phone is charging now, so I had to take my earbuds out. So now I'm walking around my room.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing?
I'm just walking around as I'm talking.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you could just put your phone on the charger and like lay down and like just talk like that.
yeah. I mean, I've been laying down.
Yeah.
As you
Yes.
didn't hear like me making, if you didn't hear the bed moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
my
like,
bed
dude.
moving.
Yeah. I know what you mean, dude. Craven. I swear, dude. Craven. When I saw him in Marvel Spider-Man 2, he looks. He. Oh my.
Yeah, he looks amazing. Like even the like the actor
So
they
good.
got
Like.
for Craven the movie. Sure, the movie may not be good, but like Craven looks awesome in that film. I'll give the Craven movie credit. It looked rated R as it should be, and Craven looks comic accurate.
Yeah, even though they don't have the act even though they don't have the accent like he does in the comics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you want to know something else by the way that I just found out?
Yeah. What?
I saw in a video that Sony confirmed that Craven the Hunter in the Sony universe, Craven the Hunter and Spider Man will fight will meet sometime will meet in the future in their universe.
Really? So now I'm
Yeah.
curious of who's gonna be the Spider-Man of the Sony verse. Like,
Yeah,
is it?
people have been thinking that it could be Andrew or
I kind
something.
of. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of hope not because I I want him to be on his. I want him to be in a different universe. I kind of think like, oh, just get a new Spider-Man. Like at this point, it doesn't really matter. Like,
Yeah, now now I'm thinking now I'm thinking it's gonna be Miles Morales.
who knows? Like at this point, I'm just thinking just get a new actor because here's the thing. Like DC, like now they have two separate Batmans.
Yeah,
So like they have a completely separate movie universe for Batman, and they're having a new DC universe. So it's
yeah,
like, what's I don't see the problem with Marvel doing that. I mean, they're kind of doing that with Spider Verse. Sony's making the Spider Verse films. Tom Holland's still in the MCU. It's like two separate Spider Mans, different actors. Like no one's really gonna complain because they established.
I understand that you'd be more excited for you're more like excited for a Spider-Man noir the Spider-Man noir show
Yeah,
that's gonna be on Amazon Prime.
yeah,
But since I am a huge fan of the character Miles Morales, I am so excited that it's confirmed that he's getting a live action movie.
yeah. It's like at first I was a little hesitant because I'm like, wait, why do that? Because we already have Spider Verse, which is technically an origin story for Miles,
Yeah,
because he's pretty much the main character of the Spider Verse films.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
I
like,
get what you mean.
whatever. It could be a hit. Who knows? Maybe he's the Spider Man of this universe, and
Yeah,
who even knows? Like who knows? Like we're unsure. Like I mean, if they do make Andrew Garfield the Spider Man of the Sonyverse, I kind of won't be surprised.
yeah,
But it'd be a little weird because TASM 2 kind of set up Venom because they already had a symbiote.
yeah.
So it'd be weird if Andrew Garfield was that universe's Spider Man. So I think it'd be best if they just made a new Spider Man for their own universe. And
Although, yeah, although it would be cool, it would be cool to see him back playing Spider Man. That'd be really cool.
yeah, like if they're gonna do that, just make TASM 3.
Yeah, just make TASM 3. Like literally, like dude, like I like it. back do you know the whole like El Morato movie? Like
Yeah, I
they
think
like it.
yeah, that got delayed. It's like just cancel the movie. Like the guy
Yeah,
appeared in like 2 issues of a Spider-Man story back in 2006, and he hasn't come
yeah.
back ever since.
Yeah, and I saw this one guy that I follow on Instagram. His story. He showed it, and he was like, I and he put like a text over it. He said in the story, he said, I think Sony is finally starting to realize that ain't no one gonna want to see this movie.
Yeah, no one. Who's gonna sit through an El Morato movie? Maybe people who be like, maybe me. I'll probably sit through it because I'll be like, okay, I'm curious. So like, I'll probably give it a watch. But like,
Yeah. And then like his next story that he put another story out, and he was like, just cancel these movies and give us the films we want to see, and he put Tarzan 3 and Spider-Man 4.
yes, exactly. It's like,
Dude,
guys, or make a live action 2099 film. Like, make you guys have multiple. I know you're making a Spider Verse trilogy, but
like
it's like,
Sony is developing their own Spider-Verse, in their universe.
yeah. So it's like, okay, but it's like, why are they? I don't see the point of them having villains get their own spin off films. Like, Venom,
Yeah.
yeah, because he's very popular.
Yeah, and fun fact, back when No Way Home came out, and back when Sam Raimi was directed Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, he made an interview. He did an interview with someone, and he was talking about how he didn't think it was possible at first, but then jumping back in with the multiverse and stuff and finding out what that's all about, he realized that really anything is possible now.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah,
So like and he already said that he's completely open to it.
for Spider Man 4.
Yeah, he said he was open for it.
Let's go, man.
Yeah. The only sad part is that Marvel and Sony said no.
Of course they did. Even though I
We
wish Chasm 3 and Spider Man 4 would be made, I feel like we're never gonna
yeah.
get them because Sony'd rather make Spider Man. They'd rather make Spider Man movie villains.
Yeah.
They'd rather make El
Spider-Man
Morato.
villains, Spider-Man movie villains, like yeah, their villains have their own movies.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised to make a screwball film.
Yeah, screwball film, yeah.
Yeah, like when if they confirm it, if they ever do, I'd be like, called it, called it, called it.
I only know screwball from Marvel Spider-Man, really.
Yeah, it's like when I look at her, I'm like, yeah, Sean would probably be like, yeah, she needs a movie.
Yeah. And speaking of Marvel Spider-Man, and another thing, I think I'm starting to think that maybe I have my favorite voice actors, my favorite voices for Spider-Man. I think like my two favorites have to be Josh Keaton and Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, they're my like for me, Josh Keane is number one. He's my childhood Spider Man.
Yeah,
I consider
yeah.
him the Kevin Conroy of Spider Man.
Yeah, yeah, like the guy who, the guy who, you see Josh Keane voice, you hear you see the show, and you hear his voice, and you're like, and you're like, dude, that's Spider Man, like that is Spider Man.
And him coming back and across the Spider Verse for a small cameo and hearing him, it's like, yeah, he's back.
Like yeah,
Like
and
I literally
do you know what's even crazier?
what?
He even like how when he was talking, he was like, and in Spectacular Spider-Man, in that universe, he's never met Miles Morales. He's never met Miles Morales.
Yeah,
So he was interacting with Miles Morales. His character was interacting with Miles Morales. That was awesome.
yeah. It's like especially since he's a younger Spider Man
Yeah,
and like he's shorter.
and we even got we even got a tease. We even got a cameo for MCU Prowler.
I know that's pretty cool.
That's dope, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
If you saw if you saw in Spider-Man Homecoming, where where Donald
Uncle Aaron
Glover he
cameo.
plays Uncle Aaron, Miles' uncle, he mentions Miles Morales. So Miles Morales does exist in the MCU.
Around the new trilogy.
Hello, you cut off for a second.
Oh, sorry. I feel like that's going to be around the new trilogy when, like, maybe the fifth film and Peter dies at the end of the sixth film, and then they make the Miles film. I'm
I,
unsure.
I, I would hate for him to die, honestly.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like, they plan to use him. Like, I think they're bringing back Toby and Andrew for Secret Wars, which yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. There's a rumor that they might be back in Secret Wars.
I
Um,
kind of hope so because I don't want No Way Home to be the last time we see them. I'm like, they
yeah.
came back. Let's see them
Well,
another time.
another thing, Toby Maguire, Toby himself, went on like he did an interview with Marvel. He did like an interview online for with Marvel, and he said that, if I love these films and I love all the different series, and if these guys called me up and said, would you like to hang up the set, like, and goof around, would you show up to do a scene, or like read a scene or do a Spider-Man thing, it would be a yes, because why wouldn't I want to do that?
I know it's like if it's like I mean if you're played Spider Man and it's like you and like we say before Tom Holland, it's like and you were
I,
offered back the role for a film, it's like why would you say no?
like I was saying what he said that in the interview.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like he literally said, he's open to come back as Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like and basically it's like what are you guys doing? Call him,
Dude, what do you give him a call? Like, dude, like, call
call
him up and
call
like,
call him and Andrew, guys, they're literally asking you like guys, come on.
yeah,
Like you can do it. You got Hugh Jackman back for Deadpool 3. Like come on, guys.
yeah, like, come on, man, like, literally, Hugh Jackman agreed. He agreed to come back, and and stuff, and now, but for some reason they're like, Marvel. I mean, well, he did an interview with Marvel. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think, like, he wasn't like, I don't know if he was directly like talking to Marvel, or if, like, if he was like talking about the people that called him up, because Kevin Foggy, he had, for Spider-Man No Way Home, he had a meeting with Amy Pascal and Kevin Foggy, and he basically, Kevin Foggy was hoping that they would sign up for the movie, and they did.
Yeah, that's good. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Can
who would
can
not?
you believe, like, can you believe that this whole time we didn't know if it was a rumor that they might be in the movie?
Yeah,
This
like when I
whole
heard
the
these rumors, I wanted to believe them, but I felt like they were BS. But when I
Yeah,
actually saw them, I'm like, oh my god, they're actually in the movie. Like, you never think this would actually happen, but it did, and like I love it. And it's like we gotta
yeah,
see them again. We can't just have them come back for one movie. Like, I feel like Hugh Jackman will appear in Secret Wars, rumored with Toby and Andrew. Hopefully, all three
yeah,
of them come.
yeah. And another thing that really made me happy about Toby coming back as Spider-Man and Spider-Man No Way Home was, man, that they had that music in there.
Oh my god, like he has the best Spider-Man theme of all of them. Like even if you think he's not the best, like you can't deny that theme is beautiful.
Yeah, freaking. I mean, I love all Spider-Man, themes and all that. All of them really good. But
Yeah,
it's just like, when I hear that Danny Elfman, or when I hear that
it just screams iconic.
when I hear that score, it's like, dude, it feels epic. It feels heroic.
Yeah, and it feels emotional.
Like, if it feels like, when you hear that music, you feel like, it feels like so personal, like so emotional.
I know, especially how it was in No Way Home. It's like you're reliving
Yeah,
childhood. It's like you're seeing an
yeah.
old friend.
Yeah, like, even Sam Raimi said that, when he saw Spider-Man No Way Home, he was like, oh, look, this is my hero, like, my friend, you know.
Aw, that brightens my heart. That's awesome.
Like, yeah, it's like when like he said that, when he saw him in the movie, he was like, look, this is my hero, this is my friend, my old friend.
Yeah, like that's awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
Like one of like what?
Oh no, you want to keep talking because like we've been streaming for a long time. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
friggin' over an hour.
I know.
It's 10:42 for me right now.
All right. I have no idea what it's for me, but like I'm probably gonna go in a few. But I had really fun time chatting with you.
Yeah, me too.
Hopefully we can do this again, and like I actually hopefully we can do this on my channel this time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cause
and this time, we this time, since we figured out how to do this,
yeah,
you can now we can now start a podcast together.
yeah. Like wait, how do you do this again? Because I kind of forgot.
Well, you know when you go to schedule a stream,
Yeah,
you go to that stream, you go to the scheduled stream, and then you go in the chat, and you when you basically you copy the link, to join the stream,
all right,
and you put it in the chat, before you start the stream, and then you start the stream, and then then it's already in the chat.
all right. So like I schedule a stream, do the live together thing, copy the link, send in chat, and then boom.
You like you basically, well, I mean, you like, when you go to start the stream, and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you go that there's an option for you to that there's an option. You will first off, you gotta go, you gotta turn on the go live together with someone, option on,
yeah.
and then you gotta put schedule stream for later, and then you gotta put, and then you gotta, copy that link, and then, once you schedule that stream, go back out, and go to your channel where you schedule the stream, and go into your stream, go into that, where you schedule the stream, and then, go into the chat, and put the link in there, and then start the stream, and then it will appear in chat.
All right, thanks for that. So I'm not sure when I plan on streaming, but it's probably not today because this happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I definitely know for my next stream I do want to have you there. So like a collab.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll have a podcast. Like I want to come. I want to come up with like a name for the podcast.
Yeah, it's like I could probably make a whole new playlist. Like, oh hey guys, the live stream Q&As, yeah, they're pretty much turning into something else.
Yeah, you could. You can like. Oh yeah, you should make a video announcement.
Yeah, I
For
probably
the,
will do that some other time, but like I don't know, maybe
wait,
on
wait,
community.
what? Your mic is muting. Like you're cutting out.
Oh, that's probably because my earbuds. I disconnected my
No,
earbuds because my phone's
it's
charging.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
So like I'll probably say it on a community post.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like
Yeah.
me, dude. That'd be so sick. Me and you going live together doing a podcast.
Yeah, and hopefully others could join like Super Mike. Like imagine him joining. He
Dude,
probably would
imagine
be
it.
dude, he'd probably be like, okay, I'm like the oldest one here. I'm on a podcast with a bunch of kids.
Uh, well, I don't know.
I think he'd be uncomfortable.
I would kind of feel uncomfortable with him being there too. I mean, I don't know how I would feel about him joining the podcast, joining the stream or whatever, because you know my thoughts on his opinions and all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how I mean, he respects, he's never been, he's not mad at me, at least he respects my opinion, you know.
Yeah. He knows that we're young. Like, he's not gonna like be like that.
Yeah, and I even told him in his podcast. I mean, in one of his podcasts, in that stream where he yelled at me.
Yeah. He
Yeah, and yeah, I what?
I don't think he meant that.
Oh, Combo King is here.
Yo, Combo King, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? This is the first time I've ever like seen you.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, how did he know about this?
It's like how the heck did he even, like, how the heck did he even know, like, how to even see where my,
Oh wait, probably because of the comment on my recent video you made.
yeah.
Yeah, but Combo King, we were actually about to finish, but like I guess we can go for a couple more minutes just now that you're here.
Yeah. We can talk about a few more things.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Let me mute my microphone.
Okay. All right. Wait. Can I go to the bathroom real quick too?
Yeah, just mute your microphone and stuff.
Yeah. I will. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right
I'll be
back,
right
Mom.
back. Okay. Hello. Hello. Spider-Man, I'm back. Okay, guess he's not. So I guess it's just guess it's you and me now. I guess it's you and me for right now. I'm booking. I never really, I haven't really been, I haven't talked, I never talked to you before. I only, I only see you in Spider-Man Known's live streams and stuff. So, this is the first time you're ever on my channel. So, welcome, man. Uh, man. Uh,
I'm back.
hey, man.
Yeah, I got back. Don't worry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Let me check where time is it. Like, yeah, probably for 3 more minutes because I do have something happening. I have to do something else after this.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too, Comic King.
Yeah.
This is the first time you're on my channel, bro. What's up?
Like, so cool. Like
Yeah,
you never think this would happen, but it's like it's awesome. Like my
so like,
lab.
yeah,
It's like it's insane.
yeah, I know.
Like we should definitely do more of this.
Yeah. We're it's official. We're starting a podcast together.
Yeah, it's like Force Snake and Sonic Odyssey and True Underdog have Combat Kings, and I guess Super Mike has his podcast. I mean, I agree with his sister that they're technically not podcasts; they're more just live Q&As. But like, there's still a topic in there. I mean, I kind of do that too.
Yeah,
But like,
I'm just
like this feels like a podcast. Little,
yeah. This is basically this is basically like a test. We're figuring out how this works and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. So like we should probably we should come up with a name for it.
yeah. It's like what name?
Well, obviously, in my opinion, it's got to be like Spider-Man related or something.
Yeah, it's like,
Should we name it like the Spider Bros podcast or whatever?
not bad.
Not bad, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
SK,
SK podcast, the Thumbcast.
yeah. The
Yeah,
Thumbcast,
that's SK's thing.
yeah,
And then there's also EFAP, which SK has rivals with them or something. I don't know.
yeah. There is, one problem though. There's this one YouTuber that I watch, Comic Blast Keenan. He talks about Marvel Spider-Man 2 and it's on his channel, and he already has a podcast named the Spider Bros podcast.
Oh dang! So we're gonna have to get something else.
Yeah.
But like, we'll
Um.
keep thinking of it. Like, I'll probably put a poll up, and whoever gets the most votes will probably be like, okay, that's gonna be our official name.
Yeah.
And like, hopefully, we'll get like more people if this. I'm losing my voice.
Hmm.
I nearly lost my voice. So like, as the group thing, like who knows? Maybe we'll get like more people eventually.
Yeah. And hopefully I'll get more subscribers too.
Yeah,
That way.
yeah. Like say like if this thing will get you more than like 2 people on the live
Yeah.
thing, because like I'm not sure how it works basically.
Yeah. Did like there's like yeah, but we were talking about like we're talking about like the whole Raimi Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot.
Yeah, if you've seen like the reason why I want to one of the reasons why I want Spider-Man 4 so bad is because I one of the reasons as to why I want to see a Spider-Man 4 is because I just want to see those main those opening credits again for the movie.
Yeah, like those opening credits are just nostalgia.
Like those were epic. Like one of my favorite parts was like you like when the Columbia logo pops up and you hear that like soothing kind of music, and then
Yeah,
all of a sudden
just like nostalgia.
like nostalgia. That part, and then all of a sudden the viol or the violins or whatever start building up, and then like you hear those drumsticks in the background, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's happening.
Yep. It's
And
like
you hear that you see like that OG the OG like Marvel intro like with the flipping pages and stuff.
yeah, it's like I missed that, but like the new one is
Yeah,
cool, but I think the new intro fits their movies more.
yeah,
I mean, it fits more with the movies, but I do miss the old one. But like, I like how Sony, because they're the only thing that's associated with Marvel now, they still use the old one, or it's just now it's just associated with Marvel. Which Sony's the only thing that's associated with Marvel. Like everything else that was associated with Marvel is pretty much bought
yeah,
by Disney, like Fox, not University, because they got back the Hulk rights. Disney got back the Hulk rights.
yeah, and like back when Spider-Man 2, moral of the story, Spider-Man No Way Home teaches us don't jump to conclusions. That's why the Amazing Spider-Man 3 never happened.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't I don't get that.
Let me read that. Sorry. I think because the Amazing Spider-Man, I think because Amazing Spider-Man 2 tried to set up so many things, and I'm not fully sure about that. Can you explain more, Compa King? I kind of understand what you mean by the whole No Way Home thing, but I'm not sure about the 2003 thing why it got canceled. Probably because they were trying to set up many films,
Yeah,
because, and I guess it later became the Sonyverse just without Spider-Man.
yeah,
I'm actually surprised they're introducing Spider-Man in that universe. I kind of thought it was a Spider-Man universe, but without Spider-Man.
yeah.
But it's like, oh, Spider-Man's been around.
Uh, yeah, if you want, if you want to watch some of my newer videos, I made I really just recently, I made a Spider-Man 4, version 11 main titles, fan made video if you want to watch that.
Oh, really? I'll try to check it out once I'm done with this stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would actually like to hear your opinions on some of my videos, in the comments.
Yeah, I'll be sure to watch those.
Yeah.
Like, I probably plan to go into the gym later.
Oh, you going to the gym?
Yeah, and I'm like, uh, yeah,
You getting them big gains, bro?
yeah. Well, I
Yeah, that's
more on the treadmill to lose weight.
yeah, treadmill, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of started doing the muscles, but I've been doing it wrong. I forgot about the
Yeah.
sets, which I should have known about from the start. But yeah, I do feel a little bit of a muscle on my right arm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, more my left arm. I feel like it's not. I haven't gained much muscle here. I feel like this one is a bit stronger. Like I could feel the muscle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Just
Right.
like
There's nothing else to talk about. We pretty much talked about everything.
yeah. Other than about Marvel Spider-Man 2, about Craven, like when he appeared and stuff, and when I heard that music, I was like, dude, this is it. This is I can't believe that this is it. We're finally seeing Craven, and freaking like his accent, like his freaking like freaking the great hunt begins. Like, oh my god, that was amazing.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was
The game
that is just
itself just looks epic.
yeah, like
Like
and yeah, and did you notice that when you switch back over to Peter, when he was swinging, he had some of the same swing animations as in the first game.
Yeah, that's cool because like they're still using some of the reusable from the previous games, but it's like that's fine. It's like
Yeah,
they
but
because like they still have
yeah,
the
yeah,
world, like it's
yeah.
still
I get what
enjoyable.
you mean. I did notice a few new animations in there. Like for Symbiote Peter, like there was one new animation he did, and he did a double backflip. Did you see that?
Oh, I didn't notice that. I was
Yeah, he did.
I used
He did.
I just pay attention to the symbiote gameplay.
Yeah, dude, and the webs were black as he swung. That was so cool.
Yeah, that's a nice detail.
Yeah,
Like the amount of detail Insomniac puts in these games. It's like when Rocksteady put a lot of detail in the Arkham games. Like the amount of
I
detail,
know. I
perfection.
know. Freaking in Insomniac we trust, man.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand. I don't understand SK or anyone else's hatred for Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, friggin' like the SK responded to that Colin, that guy Colin.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's basically saying SK was calling him a liar or something, like for
that
something, I don't
that
know.
drama's all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's because he got roasted like a bunch of times, and he was saying that he's trying to make himself seem like a victim.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's all over the place at this point.
Yeah, I really have no idea, but you already know whose side I'm on right now. I'm on Colin's side
Yeah, at this
because
point, like I just don't care.
I don't like SK. I never watch his content. I only watch his Young Defiant videos. Those the videos I only watch from him.
Did he like? I didn't watch his videos, but did he like Spider-Man PS4 at the time?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. It's kind of weird when you once like something. Like for me, example, I once used to love Man of Steel until I rewatched it in my
Yeah.
real, and I hate it now. Like
Combo King. What are you guys? What he said? What are you guys? But I'm assuming he means what do you think? What do you guys think of the black squares of the black of the classic Spider-Man black suit?
he means like the little white squares with the black
Of,
dot.
of,
That's how he used to shoot his webs with the black suit. I think they're pretty cool.
yeah,
I
no,
like
they're dope. They're dope. I really don't care about what I mean the only like black suit that I'm really like familiar with
uh
is
yeah, you're right, Combo King.
yeah, the internet is like a whole spectrum. SK and Colin are just gonna keep responding to each other over and over again. Honestly, dude,
That's
I
why
like
hopefully there isn't a point where I respond to SK, which I probably won't because like I'm not gonna respond to an hour long video because that's gonna be hell to edit. But it's like
yeah.
if me and him respond, it's gonna be an endless war. It's like, okay, I really don't want to do this.
Yeah, it's because really, because now that I think about it, like it's the whole situation is kind of tiring to be honest. I'm tired. I'm tired of all this negativity and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what the internet is.
Yeah, like and I'm just sitting here like, dude, like come on, guys, like so like this whole argument, this whole war, it's not getting anywhere. I don't get why you guys will just keep going at each other.
Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna go, man. It's been real fun chatting with you.
Yeah, it's been really fun, man.
Hopefully, we can do this again. Combo King, it's nice that you came around for the last few
Yeah,
minutes.
it's really nice that you came along, Combo King.
Yeah, and Combo King, you can watch the whole stream when it's over. And yeah, if you enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
you can this time I'm for me I leave up my streams. Hopefully hopefully because my internet. This is a 2 hour stream, so hopefully the
Really?
video gets yeah.
Damn. So like,
The internet is oh wait, no, hold on. SK even praised Spider-Man PS4 in his first retrospective on Far From Home, on Far From Home back in his first channel.
wait, SK used to have a different channel.
I think as what Common
Hmm.
King is saying.
I mean, I wouldn't be
I,
surprised if SK enjoys Spider-Man PS4 at first, because like he doesn't seem like the type that would hate it at first. Like
yeah,
he did like No Way Home at first, but then he's like, nah, it's bad.
yeah, it's freaking. I simply don't agree with what people are saying. How it's some people are saying how how some people like kind of like a year ago or something, or like months ago, whatever. There was a lot of unnecessary, really unnecessary hate going on for Spider-Man No Way Home. People are saying how it's only good because of nostalgia, and people are saying how it's basically nostalgia the movie or whatever.
Oh, wait till they see the Flash movie. Like, literally, the scene of cameos is literally just CGI cameos of famous actors who passed away. It's like, guys, No Way Home.
Wait, there were actors who passed away.
Yeah, in the Flash movie, Christopher Reeve's Superman, they CGI'd him in the movie, and it's just very
Yeah,
cool.
I still can't believe that they used him and stuff in the movie.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna, and they had George Reeves cameo, and I heard that his role as Superman led him to suicide. It's like not a good idea to CGI him in the film.
Yeah,
But yeah, anyways, yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I,
gonna go.
I, I, I yeah,
It was
I really hope that Andrew and Toby will actually since they didn't show up. I mean, since it was just CGI, they just reused some clips of from their movies.
yeah,
I really hope that they'll actually show up in Beyond the Spider Verse. They'll that would
yeah,
be cool if that would be cool if in Beyond the Spider Verse that they'll actually end up being like one of the like some of the main characters, some of the main characters in the movie. You
yeah.
know?
I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of just showed up at the end of the film because, like, again, this feels more of Miles' story and
Yeah. SK had a channel called Lego Sushi King Productions.
what happened to it. Was it taken down, or did you just
Was
stop
it
up?
like what happened? Was it like taken down, or did it delete the channel itself
Yeah,
himself?
I want to know about this.
Yeah, I never knew. I mean, I don't know anything about SK.
Yeah,
I only
I might look it
yeah
up. This,
yeah
but once
after
Complicating
yeah
says what happened to it, I think I'm just gonna go. So yeah, it was nice
yeah
to meet you, Dakota. I hope we can do this again on
yeah you
my
might want to
channel
yeah
again.
you might get could you possibly put a community post up like after we're done with this
Yeah,
and
I was
announce.
actually planning on doing that. I'd be like, check out this stream, check out my first collab ever. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, and like in the community post, you can announce that me and D-EpicPlayz, me and my friend, me and Dakota, D-EpicPlayz or whatever, we're starting a podcast together.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you should do that after we're done with this
yeah.
stream test.
It just reminded me of Shazam because in the movies he hasn't figured out his name yet. In the second film, he hasn't figured out his name yet. And it's like at the end he figures it out, and it's like yeah, it's like we're like the unnamed podcast. We haven't figured out our name yet.
Yeah, we're just like you should like put up an announcement poll about the podcast after we're done with this, and like put up a poll on what our podcast name should be.
Yeah, I don't think Complicating responding. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. It was nice
Okay. All
chatting
right.
with Dakota.
Okay.
See ya.
All right. All right. See you gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm out now. See ya,
All
man.
right. Okay. See you, man. You gonna
Have,
put out the
have a good
community
one.
post?
Love chatting with you.
I love chatting with you too. All
Yeah, peace out, man. Hope you have a good
right.
day.
All right. Peace. I hope you have a good day too, man. It was nice talking to you.
You too, man. Love you.
All right. Love you too, man. All right. All right. All right, guys. So that was really it's still there. He changed it to a different name now. Okay. All right. So all right. Okay. Well, I'll make sure to tell Spider-Man known about that. So yeah. That was like that was basically like a test stream. Um. For it's called Brick Enterprises. Okay. I might look that up on YouTube right now. Okay. Well, that was our first podcast, your whatever what you want to call it. I'm so happy that me and Spider-Man No were able to do this together. It was really awesome. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you watch this if you're watching this after it's live, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, smash the like button, subscribe, notification bell, and don't miss a video and stuff. But you know the whole thing. Anyway, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and bye, guys. Shoot, um, bye, guys, and peace out.